Hi there, and welcome to Game 3 from the February 23 UK National League matches held here at HADO Arena, Coventry. As ever, it's our 7-game format. If you want to know more about it, please go and check out our video that goes into depth about the 7 rounds, how it works, and the ideas behind each of these different elements. Our next match coming up is between Synergy on red and the Boss on blue. So here we go. Let's get into the game. So this is obviously the 3v3 freestyle to start us off. No restrictions on the players. Both teams going for firepower builds. Slight variation between builds from Boss and standardised across the board there from Synergy. 1 point lead in these early stages here for Synergy. Plenty of fire going both sides. Both teams playing very similar formats of games. Synergy a little bit more aggressive in coming up towards the centre line there. And Boss had pulled it back for a moment and then Synergy pushed it away again to a 2-point lead. But Boss fighting straight back in again. So you've seen Boss very good at those fight backs. We saw against their game with the Rockhoppers that regularly put down by several points during the first half of the match, then actually stormed back in the second half, specifically in that last 15 seconds. See whether they can be able to pull the same thing out the hat against Synergy. So 20 seconds to play. Synergy's with a single point lead at this stage, 2-point lead now. They really need to extend that. See if they can open up a little more. So good shield there to break up play. Really slows down that fight back from the Boss. 1 point in it though, 3 seconds. And that was a very, very close game. Really well played from both sides there. And I think the timing on that shield from Synergy really broke up the flow of that last 15 second sprint there from the Boss. That could have very easily gone the other way without that shielding point. Nice work all round from the teams though. Not hugely individually high scoring. And accuracy low to middling, nothing fantastic there, jumping out. But a good range of points scoring across the board from the players. Generally nicely done. So, I actually remember to start the replay. Obviously a lot of, as a Boss, as we saw against Rockhoppers, playing very much on the back wall. You guys start to step up quite early on towards centre court and front of court, getting a bit more aggressive, but they're obviously giving you a hell of a game here.
Yes, they definitely do. We love playing against these guys. I believe they are the youngest team within our pool, which obviously age doesn't matter, and we love playing against these guys because they push us to our limits, and it's really, really good. Taking a 2-point lead here, which is really, really nice, makes we're a little bit more comfortable, but
and then just instantly pulling it straight back on you.
Yeah, bringing it back, it really makes you step on your toes and really step up your game, which you can see coming towards the end of the game. Shamai starts to step it up that little bit more, trying to get that key point at the end of the game.
Yep. So the whole thing just needing to constantly just try and stay ahead on it.
Yeah, just 1 point lead. It's not.
Yeah, I understand. Is that shield at around sort of 10-second mark? Yeah.
Get it done.
That was the one. The crossfire that was coming in then, I think would have potentially been enough to have taken Nehar out. And both teams then getting a point on the board. I think you'd have gone to overtime without that shield.
I'm glad I did it.
Okay, let's crack on with game 2. So this is the scale 1. So generally lots of high speed shots, high charge rates, low point scoring. The player's got to chip away at the life marker as well, just being able to get those one-shot kills or multi-life marker takedowns. So Synergy got going for a bit more of a firepower build with Nehar there. And Boss staying, charge rate build, sorry, and Boss going firepower across the board. early lead from Synergy here, which is good. Playing much more on the back line than they did previously. Boss sticking in that back ball position. First point on the board from Boss is just past the halfway mark. We'll slowly start to fight back again. They are absolutely the lords of the fight back. The way they're doing this match on match of just getting just losing that initial edge and then coming surging back through in the second half of the game each time. Makes them so dangerous to play against. 1 point in it now, 10 seconds to play. Good shield from Shimai as he came forward there. Which will undoubtedly not like me saying because he hates using the shields. But good play, good shielding, good evasion on the front line from Shimai there, definitely.
Again, everyone getting kills, everyone getting knocked out. A lot of pressure by both teams, all players. You know, anyone's trying to step forward when they can on both teams. With the boss trying to push forward at times, but it's tricky with Scale 1 because you need that dodging time.
Yeah, and obviously you've got that. The shots are coming so much faster. There's so many more of them. Yeah, it's a very different environment. Yeah, it was nice early points lead, and then the boss just doing their thing again and just fighting their way back into the game.
Yeah. Same stats across on the boss again, 4-1-4 for all players, which is really good.
Yeah. So notice you guys dropped speed on Nehar up the chart and up to charge rate.
Yeah, she's historically and still very good at getting a lot of shots out. So it's like you get the shots out and just create confusion. There's a point in the game coming up, probably in about 5 seconds, with myself on the right hand side of Synergy. I'll get under a lot of firepower and I just deal with so many different shots. It's lots of dodging.
Yep.
Just right there. Done. Still get knocked out though. Yep.
I don't think it's a matter of probability, but it's fundamentally how much fire can you draw, how much pressure can you therefore take off your teammates, who hopefully that one getting the shots. But that last little bit of play there from Shimai was lovely.
Yeah.
Nice use of shield, really good evasion on the front line. Nice play all round there. So obviously getting prepped for our next game. So moving into the 2v2 freestyle. This is yourself and Shimai. 4-3-2-1s, 5-2-2-1 there from the boss. Just a little bit more speed. Looks like you're trying to pick your shots quite carefully there.
Yes, so with a 2v2, I'm not under a lot of pressure at the moment, so I can just slow down.
Yeah, Shimai's definitely drawing all the attention up on the front line there.
Yeah. Although we're halfway through the game, 0-0.
0-0. That's just that's good. That's really good evasive play that we've seen there from both teams. Everyone's slowly getting chipped away out. It's one of the things. It's a matter of time, but it's just testament to some really good evasion skills. Nice cross shot there from Ash into the boss player on the rear left. Boss now pulling it back and snapping the match around to a 1-2. And then a nice immediate reply from Sinji, taking it back to 2 or 10 seconds left on the clock. Low life markers on both sides. Everyone getting chipped down. Point on board there for Sinji, and 2 points for Sinji is the closer. They had a 4-2 finish.
Everything happening in the last
30
seconds.
Yeah, so much of the activity happening there. That first half just being the evasion work and then actually clipping through. So what do you think caused the was it just sort of range finding and feeling it out in that first half? Because for no one to land anything in those first 40 seconds is pretty unusual. Yes,
I think we still, well, me personally, I've taken more of a reserved role at the back, trying to slow down, take single shots off. Within a game like this, in the 1v1s, you need to start double shotting and being a bit more aggressive. As there's so much space between all 4 players, you're going to see those shots coming. You're going to have time to dodge. You're going to have time to move out of the way, evade, and shoot back and put the other team under pressure. And I think it's at this point, it's like, right, who's getting that first kill? Who's going to take the lead? Who's going to step it up?
Yeah. Everyone's chipping away.
Yeah.
The life marker's slowly wearing down.
It's at this point, it's like, right, now we can get that point. Can we keep that lead? Let's push this game to the next level. And
that first point on the board for you guys, and then that immediate reply from the boss taking both of you down.
Taking the lead. It's like, no, we need to actually step up the game and utilise the space on the court. You've got 10 seconds to go. What are we going to do?
Yep. Like exactly even there. Three and 1 life marker on both players. And then you have that double takedown on the boss. Take you through for game.
But all incredible.
All right. Back to some 3v3 play. So it's the Shields game. For our defence and counter defence. Drawing the fire in on yourself there by stepping up on the front line. And the shield point going up, but nobody seemed to use it from your side.
Yes.
Again, even boss are dropping the shield up there and no one moving up to actually use it in any way.
Seems to be more of a distraction technique rather than
Yeah, where trying to draw fire in rather than actually using or benefiting from the shield itself, which is unusual.
Some different play by both teams.
Yeah. Because you've got shield, really, really good fire position for the shield point, but you haven't got a player using it. And then another shield going up and down. You're going, well, it's great you're putting the shields there, but... so obviously, single point lead here for Stingy. Boss pulling it back, 20 seconds left on the clock.
Can we get those shields down quick enough? Can they get
Yep. Yeah, start to punch through on those on the shields now. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. 1 point lead for the boss. Okay, the last 5 seconds. Synergy pulling it back to even. 2, 1, 5. Fraction of a second scores on both sides there, taking this into overtime.
There doesn't seem to be any shields on the other team left. We've got a shield available.
I do like the way you shift it straight out past the shield into open ground to start firing.
Nice length on the overtime as well.
Yep.
I think it was, Nahal that died.
Yep.
Which is okay. Good play by both teams.
Yep. Yeah, nice play around there. So it's going a bit more detail on that one. So we sort of commented on the main when we were watching the main match. Unusual in the way the shields got used, and it wasn't just Synergy; it was the boss as well. That the shields are being put up and sometimes in really good locations, and then just not seeming to actually be used.
They are used in the sense
they're used in that they're a distraction. They're drawing fire in, but they're not being used to gain that advantage of closer range, which tends to be the way that we see shields being used more generally in standard matches.
Yes. So what we were trying to do, and what I think the boss have been doing and other teams, is you've got a shield up, and it's, well, if I stand behind the shield, you shoot the shield, and you then shoot me.
Yeah.
Or do you shoot the shield, or do you shoot the player? If we can take up more space on the court, which is exactly what's happening right now, you've got the shield on the left for us. I'm still in the open on the right. Well, do you shoot me or do you shoot the shield? Nahar can kind of get behind that shield, helps to get to the front line that little bit further.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable and confident enough that I can evade some shots. That I don't need the shield as much. So, and it's helped us get to this point, and it's getting us into that overtime where we get into a draw, and.
Yeah, I mean there was some proper last second hits here that could so easily have gone really wrong for both teams. There it was. Neither team had got any kind of clear advantage in their play style or for what was happening. Yeah, you got those shields up and in position.
It's just who can get off that key shot.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't hit that one player on that right hand side. Just kept shooting.
No, just got 30 into him. Unfortunately, caught Nahar in the centre ground.
Brilliant. So,
Right, 1v1. You're up again. Immediate initial chip on you there from the boss. 10 seconds played. Again, boss player right on that back wall. And first point there to the boss. Just about 25 seconds played. That point now, and you really start to come back. You've only got that one chip of life marker.
yeah, so at this point, I've sort of retreated. I've got a long
you've
way to go.
Yeah, you've pushed yourself back onto back walls, open up space. Try and continue to clip down on the boss life marker, but unfortunately they've clipped you again there. Moving up onto the centre, getting a little bit more aggressive, trying to push in. Really got to say, boss players' ground evasion work, flipping side to side, that's really good, and very nice use of shield there to break up flow with just those few seconds left on the clock. And then 4 life markers versus 1. That's not a great position. It's going into overtime, which is as well. So, but yeah, not a healthy position to go into overtime from. Yeah.
Didn't last very
No,
long.
you saw. I mean, you saw it coming. You'd reacted to the shot, but there was just no way out of that at that point. Right. So, analysis of your own performance there.
Very good players, honestly, on both teams,
Yeah.
including myself and the player on the boss team. Absolutely amazing. But I just think they've just got a better accuracy, better shots.
Yeah. And I think that that low ground work with the left-right evasions, right down at ground levels, really makes them so difficult to hit.
Definitely, yes.
And they've got a very, very fluid motion, and maintaining target on you all the way through there. And obviously, yeah, now that first knockout drove you back onto the back line.
It does, yeah. It's trying to regain sort of the composure.
Yeah, trying to get his composure back, get back into it.
Push forward.
But fundamentally, because they've got the point advantage at that point, all they've got to do is hold you off. They're proving they can evade it at distance very effectively. And yeah, you're then left with no choice but to really step up onto that centre line, which in turn puts you at a significantly greater risk. And things like dropping the shield in there, really, really good timing, really good control play. I mean, you finally managed to get that clip, but the fact you made you work for 78 seconds, 77 seconds to get that knockout.
It's very well deserved, very well earned by the boss again.
Yeah.
It's a very uphill battle. I'm on 1.
He's got 1-1, he's on 4. Yeah, the odds aren't great. And just there, obviously, you've clearly seen the shot coming. You arced back, and it's just not enough.
Very well done.
Yeah, really, really accurate centre mass shot coming in on you. And yeah, just not really. Maybe something like a full spin or something else maybe, but it would need something seriously athletic at that point to try and get the hell out of the way of that.
Yes.
Okay, back to our 3v3. So this is game 6. This is the HADO 20. This is our restricted point game. It's always interesting where teams go. Both teams gone the same route here, pretty much by the looks of it. So no one's taken shields. We've got firepower player on both sides. Synergy have put a little bit of charge rate into both the other players. whereas the boss have got a charge rate 3 player and an unboosted player. 1 point apiece here. It's going up on 30 seconds played. So very, very similar build sets overall for the two teams, both focusing on firepower in this game. Which is interesting to see that that sort of shift away to an extent from the shield metas that we saw in December. Incredibly even here, 2 points apiece coming on 20 seconds played. So we've got about 5 seconds or so until we're going to see that sort of push and acceleration coming from the boss. See whether IDK got something they can use to hold it off with. A couple of points on the board pretty much now, or shields going up. Single point will do it though. And there goes the shield. Hopefully that'll be enough to break the flow for the boss. Simultaneous takedowns there on the centre line, leaving that 4 points to 3. But yeah, definitely good timing on that shield. Not entirely sure how that would have gone without that one. So you had a couple of points like that now. So yeah, definitely a couple of matches where you've got those sort of like shields going up in like the 8-9 second mark that have just clipped and broken the flow just enough to keep control of the game.
100%. I've noticed in the previous tournaments, previous games and stuff that you've got a shield, use it, and I do at least personally try and myself and get my team to use their shields in as many games as possible.
But it's about when you use it, where you use it. So this one very, very again another incredibly even game.
It's just myself.
Sinji playing much more towards the centre line, moving and around the court than the boss. Boss very much hugging that back wall for the bulk of this match.
I think Shimai's got the firepower on Team Synergy there, so enables me to come up that front line, be a little bit silly, create some attention, hopefully enough to let him get some kills. Yeah. But so can they.
Yeah, unfortunately, the moment you come up to that centre line, you're always at risk. I think with Nahar being on the stat set that she is as well, hugging that back wall, she's not really able to add much to the mix from back there. I think if you're coming in on a speed 1 build, then you're going to have to, even if you're building a charge on your back wall, you've got to come forward to do something to fire the shots. Otherwise, you're not going to achieve anything. Yeah. Going game 7. So back to our 3v3 freestyles. Both teams going for firepower builds, and they are on a charge rate. So 2 assassins and technician on Synergy, 3 assassins on the boss. First one's on the board, they're ready for the boss. 20 seconds. Synergy answering back, so it's 1 point apiece. Boss coming through, starting to extend a small lead here. He's coming from the halfway mark. 3 point lead, that's not good. We've seen that pulled back plenty of times the other way by the boss fighting back against that, so we know it's perfectly viable. But it's never great to be on the fight back. Boss really hammering the shots in here. Sinji with an awful lot of work to do now. 5 points in 20 seconds. Boss's groundwork and evasion really showing here, making it very hard for Sinji's landing the hits. 10 seconds remaining, 6 points needed. This is quite conclusively going to be a boss win in the final game of the series. So good, generally good play all around there, but obviously given that all 3 of you guys won firepower builds, it's only 1 person scoring any points in that particular game.
Yep.
So
I think
what went wrong there?
Not sure. We swapped sides quite well a couple of times in the game, which was really good, using the whole court. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong. think once you've played, this is your 7th game in your set.
Yeah, I mean, you start. Everyone's getting tired. That's kind of the point. It's starting to become a real physical challenge at this point.
Yeah.
I
think with all 3 boss players taking sort of firepower build, and with our one of our players,
I think definitely the matches where you've shifted Nahar back to a technician build rather than assassin build have not been your strongest matches.
Something I definitely need to look into, but yes, it's this is why we
the shots are going out there, but they're
not going anywhere.
It's a US military versus UK military, isn't it? She's putting a lot of shots in the air.
Yep.
But I think that's something you guys need to look at, because I think the evasion skills of the other side of the other teams you're up against now are picking up so much that those slower shots.
Oh yeah, a massive respect out to the other 3 teams in our pool. They're absolutely incredible. Yeah, IDK as always, but it's the other 2 as well. They step up so much.
Yeah, I mean all the teams are improving, but the rate of improvement of those 3 teams is clearly they're clearly accelerating at a faster rate than everyone else around them. So time to double down.
Oh yes.
Right, folks, that is the end of match 3, and that was a 4-3 win for Synergy over the boss. So, do all the things: like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, come play HADO, and we'll see you soon.